She drove west of Salt Lake City to the California coastline. She hit the San Diego freeway doing 60 miles an hour. She had a husband on her bumper. She had 5 restless children. She was singing as sweet as a mockingbird in that 40 canoe line.
We're traveling down Highway 90, the road most traveled, the strip of blacktop that knits together music and culture from Houston to Jacksonville. I'm John Morthland, a music writer based in Austin, Texas. This time we're stopping in Houston to talk about the music of Texas singer-songwriters.
I'd play in the Red River Valley, and he'd sit in the kitchen and cry, and run his fingers through 70 years of living.
Singer-songwriters are really the most modern extension of folk music. Folk music, is also known as traditional music, is the music that was transmitted orally from generation to generation. People learned their music from their forefathers, from troubadours. They learned it orally. The songs are usually about the nitty-gritty matters of family, love, murder. Today we don't really learn music that way, but singer-songwriters still carry on that troubadour tradition.
It was like desperados waiting for a train. It was like desperados waiting for a train.
These days, one of the best known of the Texas singer-songwriters is Nanci Griffith.
This is Nanci Griffith, and I was born in Seguin, Texas. Growing up in Texas, I was very influenced by Texas songwriters, Woody Guthrie, Townes Van Zandt, Guy Clarke, and later on, along came Loretta Lynn, and Loretta Lynn just stole my heart. And so you throw all of those artists into a pot and then stir Loretta in, and you pull out Nanci Griffith.
I am leaving Mississippi and leaving in the rain. These Delta towns wear satin gowns and a high beam frame. Loretta Lynn guides my hands through the radio. Where would I be in times like these without the songs Loretta wrote?
My music is a combination of rock and roll, folk music. It's very guitar-driven, and it's very much Americana music, I guess you would call it.
Can't find a friend, you still got the radio. When you can't find a friend, you still got the radio. The radio, listen to the radio.
Texas singer-songwriters, there's a couple things about them you don't see too much elsewhere. They have a really, really strong visual sense. If the song's taking place in a bar room, that songwriter is probably going to describe the neon beer sign on the wall or something like that. If it's taking place outdoors, he'll be describing the mesquite and brush. I would say this is probably because of Texas pride or Texas chauvinism, depending on how you want to look at it. Nanci Griffith has her own explanation.
Well, Texas is its own identity, I guess, and it takes on its own personality. It's the food, it's the atmosphere, it's the heat in the summer and the cold in the winter in West Texas. And I think Roy Orbison summed it up when he said that the reason that Texas writers are so prolific and there are so many of us is because there is absolutely nothing to look at in Texas, and you learn to use your imagination very early in life. My music and my writing are very much a sense of place of Texas. I write about characters and people who inspire me, and my songs are basically little short stories within a song.
Flipping bottle caps to the ring around the moon, all alone on a Saturday night with the stars in blue. I am the vision of my mother's dream come true. Built this house out in the hills, all by my own will. I got love enough for two, but it's just me and this old moon.
There are so many different styles of music in Texas that have influenced me. For example, I used to sit with my transistor radio every Saturday night to listen to the Grand Ole Opry from Nashville. And there was a station that would come in and out from Juarez that would kind of block the signal sometimes. So I'd get to hear all of this great conjunto music just sitting there waiting for Loretta to come on to the Grand Ole Opry. And it's all of those influences. There's polka music in Central Texas. You've got rock and roll from West Texas. You've got all of these things combined. And so there are many influences.
By the time I get to Phoenix, was the last song on your mind the day you left? Then you woke up in Nogales with tequila and her name across your chest.
Texas singer-songwriters have been around for quite a while, but they really grew strong in the 70s when the folk sensibility and rock and pop was married to modern country music, a la Willie Nelson.
Pure things like bluegrass, conjunto music, polka music, they're never going to die out because there will always be that young person who hears that and wants to keep the music alive.
The music still evolves today. It hasn't changed a lot in some ways, but it still evolves mainly because every new generation of troubadours brings to the music their own observations. And likewise, each new generation has a much broader palette of sounds and musical influences. It keeps the music up to date, even though it's really rooted in old forms. It keeps it right up to date.
My music is headed wherever my heart and my ear take me. And every day for me is a new musical adventure. I never know which direction I'm going to go in until I'm actually there.
Yeah, you missed the last string on the whistle blew, she's solid gone.
Thanks for listening. I'm Austin music writer John Morthland for Arts Edge, a program of the Education Department of the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts.